So the less drama we create in our own mind, then the less drama happens to actually exist around us. I believe that when we focus on drama, we focus on a certain energy, we somehow create that energy and tune into it. And usually we're creating a whole lot of scenarios in our mind, in our head. And sometimes we can over-dramatize those scenarios within our mind. Because there could be a lot more love around you than you're aware, but because you're just focused on drama and pinpointing drama, whatever your brain focuses on looking at is what you'll find. And if you don't find it, your brain will give you a reason to believe that you found it. So I'm talking about like drama or tension we may have to other people. Like how we clear our energy field is by neutralizing that, by having a higher perspective, seeing everything through the eyes of love and seeing everything as okay and focusing on that. And then that's what we'll focus on, tune to, and start seeing everywhere, as opposed to this drama and this problem-finding mentality we have within our world. Instead of looking at all these problems, we see all these amazing things that we've been gifted with. Like, for instance, I'm so happy for my family, out of existing and everything that's going on earth and so forth and so on. Like the fact that I have a family, the fact that I exist alone is incredible. It's amazing. The fact that I have a family is beautiful. So it all comes down to my perspective, how I relate to my family and how I connect to my family. And I'm giving this as advice to people, because some people, they may have issues or problems with their family, and sometimes, the best thing to do is to try to resolve it within inside of yourself through the eyes of love, and by sending love. And hey, prayer doesn't hurt either. And I've noticed amazing stuff, sending love, imagining love, and not imagining drama or sending drama, instead imagining love, imagining harmony, between yourself and others and those that are important and close to you. And I believe when you focus on that, you will behave that way, you emanate that energy, and then the energy you give off is the energy you receive from other people. So if you're giving off energy of like, oh, I'm worried about drama, then that sort of creates that tension of there potentially being drama that maybe never even needed to be there in the first place, So it's about developing that higher mind and then making that change within us. And I believe when we change how we are, then we change how everyone is with us, And if we just put the drama aside, whether it's friends, family, work, whatever, and just try to see it through a higher perspective, and through a extremely positively optimistic perspective, where you create that energy psychologically, mentally, energetically, and in your aura, and the energy you emanate and give off, and the energy that tunes your life and puts you into the flow of things, which pulls you out of that drama-based cycle and algorithm. And then you go into another cycle of harmony, higher frequency, harmony, peace, everything good, everything cool, everything working out, and your life begins to work like this beautiful, divine clockwork. Once you are able to get rid of the drama, get rid of the anxiety, get rid of those feelings that cause the distortions, that get us to make decisions out of fear, that get us to reach dead ends in our minds and in our lives, that create these bumps in our lives. Instead, what we do is we focus on that energy that includes no bumps, no drama, no turmoil. And then that allows us to get into the flow of God, into the flow of spirit, into the flow of life. And when we're in that flow, there's no drama, okay? But you have to work on it, you have to cultivate it, you have to tune it in your mind to be able to continually choose to believe, to see things from a completely higher perspective. And I believe it all comes down to faith. With the faith the size of a mustard seed, man can move mountains. So it comes down to our belief. Our belief determines our energy determines our life. It determines the energy of our relationships, the energy of the situations we attract or repel. So basically, long story short, we need to get into the energy of everything being good and there being no drama, and imagining love. And I believe through imagining love, we create love. That's how you create love, by imagining it. And when you imagine it, it's there, it's felt. Love transcends space-time. It moves through our minds. It does more than you can imagine. Us humans just don't know that much about it, how it works, how it permeates through our existence, how it determines, it depicts our existence, and how it permeates throughout all reality, and how it transcends the boundaries of space and time. We're quite novice when it comes to comprehending the actual true intrinsic properties of the energy of love, which in itself is electromagnetic energy. It's a reality. It affects our reality. Our reality, as I've just explained throughout this whole video, is entirely dependent upon it. So when you can start to learn to be in this energy and see things from this energy, you'll create this energy. That energy will reverberate and transcend through space-time, and then almost in a way recreate, re-edit, augment, heal, and harmonize yourself, people in your life, and your relationship to your life and people within your life. And that's my video. I love you guys. I hope this helps.